This customer ordered a UFC themed cake. She wanted the cake itself to be the octagon ring, so I started out with 2 layers of 9-inch vanilla cake. Once it was crumb coated and chilled, I just grabbed a knife and cut all 8 sides to create this octagon shape. Then I went back and frosted the entire cake in white buttercream. I used my edible printer to print this UFC octagon ring logo. Then using clear piping gel, I just placed it right at the center. Next, I made some fondant and colored it black, then I rolled it out and cut out these small strips. I started placing them in this sort of crisscross pattern along the sides of the cake. I did this on all sides, and then I rolled out that leftover black fondant to cut out these slightly thicker strips. I carefully placed those 8 strips along the top of the cake. Then I just grabbed my scissors and cut off any of the extra or overlapping pieces of fondant that are hanging off. I rolled out that black fondant one more time to cut out 8 last strips, and I placed them on the sides of the cake coming down from each corner. Now that the base of the cake or the UFC ring is all done, it's time to add the toppers. I sculpted and decorated these UFC gloves out of Rice Krispie treats. I couldn't forget the bottom black part of the glove. I made these by sculpting that shape out of Rice Krispies before crumb coating twice and then covering and decorating in fondant. And last, she wanted me to add the UFC belt, so I just added this to the front. I added the birthday boy's name in red fondant to the board, and now this cake is all done. Here's what it looks like. She did message me a couple days later letting me know that everybody loved the cake. I had fun creating a new design. I hope you guys like this one.